closer, we're getting closer.
Stage 2 LOX load complete.
And there's the call that stage 2 LOX load is
Dragon
complete.
is an auto idle.
Falcon is now fully loaded with all of its propellants.
Will begin shortly. Expect loud venting.
Announcement to let the crew know that as we vent off various lines on the launch pad, we'll hear some loud noises. Let the crew know that this is planned. We're also right now draining the liquid oxygen out of the transporter erector, draining the lines, getting ready for launch. Waiting for the startup call at T-minus 1 minute.
Get ready.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. First civilian crew taking off for the very first time, 4 astronauts. We're on air making history. Astronauts going to space for the very first time. Watching history in the making. The first station is going to land out on Mars out of the mission today. This is more about the launch, being able to see for such a long time. When they return home, patients splash along the crosswind Atlantic. They're setting down on the barge.
Here for the crew. Major event coming up will be main engine cutoff, followed by stage separation, looking at the second stage engine nozzle, and then ignition of the second stage.
And we go. Stage separation.
Inspiration 4 crew are now on the way to space. First stage booster there on the left-hand side of the screen is making its way back down to Earth. The grid fins have popped out to assist with the steering. It will be making a landing attempt on our drone ship. Just read the instructions, which is parked out in holding position in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, so we have a couple of views on the screen. Bermuda. As Kate mentioned, left-hand side is a view from the top of our first stage looking down that has already separated from the second stage and is making its way back to Earth. The velocity of the first stage SpaceX trajectory nominal is being tracked on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. On the right-hand side of your screen is a view of our second stage Merlin vacuum engine. On the opposite end of that engine is the second stage and the crew, which sits on top of the second stage. Everything looks to be going normally with them. And you can also track the velocity on the second stage on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. We also have awesome views of the crew inside of the capsule as well.
I'm pretty sure during first stage ascent, I saw Dr. Cyan Proctor. I'm pretty sure I saw Dr. Cyan Proctor give us 2 thumbs up. I'm sure she enjoyed this ride that she's been waiting for her entire life.
One notable thing too is we're getting some twilight views. The sun just set in Florida, but we're high enough up where the light around the horizon is also reflecting off of very high altitude objects, such as the first and second stages.
Dragon SpaceX trajectory nominal.
Love to hear that go on. Trajectory nominal. The guidance engineer. Also notice we're really up there now. Well past 100 kilometers.
Acquisition signal, New Hampshire.
Just before that view switched, we saw some teammate fist bumps going on there inside of the cabin.
And they look like they're having a fun ride there.
Can you believe we can
And
still
their journey
see it?
isn't over. We've got about
Oh, I have both of them.
minutes
Yeah,
until
I have both.
Dragon separates from the second stage.
Yes, next milestone for this mission is actually going to be the
re-entry burn.
stage. It's going to be performing a re-entry burn that's going to be coming up around the T plus 7 minute and 30-second mark. That burn is used to slow down the first stage before it re-enters the denser parts of the atmosphere. A few minutes later, it will execute a landing burn and make an attempt to land on our drone ship that's currently parked in the Atlantic Ocean.
Dragon SpaceX trajectory nominal.
So far, I'm just going to say, so far, everything looking great for the Inspiration 4 crew. Hearing that everything is proceeding nominally there with the second stage, which is what you see on the right-hand side. I was just going to say that, and the back engine, we just heard, now is looking nominal.
About a minute left to go before the first stage performs its first burn.
And on your left, looking at the first stage, you may see those white puffs. Those are the nitrogen puffs helping to steer and guide the vehicle, basically.
SpaceX trajectory nominal.
Basically, it's the attitude control for the vehicle as it makes its way back down to Earth.
There's the crew on the right-hand side of your screen. I think I see some more thumbs up there. Dr. Proctor is clearly excited that she's finally in space. Again, this mission will be orbiting Earth for 3 days, and they will be at an altitude of 575 kilometers, which, if I remember correctly, John, you said that is the distance from Los Angeles to the Golden Gate Bridge.
I know. They're going to get there a lot faster.